At 9:59 p.m. today on May 31st, your name will be mentioned in a room you've never been in. Archangel Michael tried to warn you. Don't tell anyone you saw this. There is a moment sealed in eternity, a moment not marked by clocks but by divine decree. That moment is 9:59 p.m. on this sacred day, May 31st. In this very hour, a shift will occur. The spiritual world will lean close. The room, shrouded in silence and shadows, will echo with your name. You will not be present there in body, but your presence will be summoned nonetheless. You will be spoken of not with honor, not with blessing, but with intent, a hidden intent. Your name, beloved, will be whispered like a weapon. It will pass from mouth to mouth like a secret too dangerous for the light. And Archangel Michael, mighty defender of the chosen, tried to reach you. He pressed through veil and warfare to deliver the message, but the signal was jammed, blocked by forces that feared your awakening. Twice the warning was diverted. Twice the light was intercepted. But now, you are hearing it. And this is not coincidence. This is not random. This is prophecy reclaiming its path. Do not take this lightly. Do not take this casually. Do not tell anyone you saw this. Divine silence is your sword now. What you know, you must carry in stillness. What you feel, you must honor in sacred quiet. This message is not for the many. This is not for the curious. This is not for the scattered or the shallow. This is for the chosen. And you feel it. You feel the pull in your spirit even now. That holy tug, that sacred unease. You weren't looking for a sign, but it found you anyway. Because something is already in motion. A spiritual appointment hath been set in the heavens. Movements are being made behind curtains you cannot see. Names are being chosen. Assignments are being dispatched. And your name is on the list, not as a watcher, but as one being watched. Not as a guest, but as a topic. Heaven has marked you. Earth is echoing the sound. Prepare yourself. Still your heart. Seal your lips. Heaven is speaking and the enemy is listening. Listen inwardly. Obey silently. Be alert. Be aware. Be obedient. You are being summoned by the highest court, and your response will write your next chapter. Type "I am chosen" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 999 is now surrounding you. I, Archangel Michael, sound the alarm in the spirit tonight, not in fear, but in fire. I come not as a whisper, but as a warrior. Hear me, chosen one. This moment, this hour, is not like any other. May 31st is not just a date. It is a divine appointment carved into the unseen realms. And the hour, 9:59 p.m., is more than just time. It is a summons, a trumpet blast that few will hear but only the awakened will answer. You are not hearing this by chance. You were summoned here, lulled here, drawn by something you could not name, but your spirit recognized it before your mind caught up. Your name, yes, your name, is the topic of a meeting that has not been advertised, in a room you have never stood in. It will be spoken aloud, passed around like fragile glass, laced with intent, wrapped in shadows. And I, Michael, shield of the righteous, bearer of divine messages, come to warn you. Though I was delayed by darkness not once, but twice. This message should have reached you earlier. The resistance was intense. Forces gathered to block the signal. Demonic interference cloaked it in silence. But heaven insisted. Heaven pressed. Heaven would not allow your ignorance to become your downfall. Listen to me now. Within the next 2 hours, conversations will begin. Not idle gossip, not wandering words, but intentional dialogue. A narrative is being crafted. A story is being spun. And your name is the thread that runs through it. Do not dismiss this. Do not delay. This is not a suggestion. It is a divine intervention. There are eyes on you, unseen, spiritual, but deeply aware. They do not come to admire. They come to assess, to study, to strategize. You are not being warned. You are being watched. There is a difference. Warnings are gifts of grace. Watching is a game of war. And while they sit in circles and speak in hushed tones, heaven has made its move. This message is not popular. It is not mass-produced. It is not meant for the passive scrollers or casual seekers. This is a sacred alarm meant for the awakened. If it landed on your screen, it is because heaven tore through the noise to get it to you. You were meant to hear this now. Right now. Not a moment sooner. Not a minute later. You are on time. Stand still. Be silent. Let your spirit rise. As I wrap you now in divine protection, I command the shadows to tremble and the lies to fall silent. Let the watchers be confused. Let the planners be delayed. Let the enemy's mouth be bound. For you, chosen one, are not unguarded. I am near. My sword is drawn, and the command hath been issued. Protect them at all costs. Type I am anointed in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1516 is now activated. Have you felt it lately? That unexplained unease? That sudden heaviness when nothing in your life seemed to change? The strange glances? The texts that didn't sit right? The sudden shift in someone's tone? Or the way a message was seen but not answered? These are not coincidences. These are spiritual tremors. Your soul has been picking up what your eyes have not yet seen. There hath been movement, behind doors you cannot open, in conversations you were never invited to join. But your name, has been there, carried in breath, pushed into the atmosphere. Have you ever felt them thinking about you? Not in love, not in care, but in concern, in jealousy, in questions that sound like compliments but carry poison under the tongue. You felt it before you knew it. Your spirit detected it before logic could explain it. You are not imagining things. You are not being paranoid. You are being perceived. Watched spiritually. Measured silently. Discussed privately. Some of you have sensed this for days. Dreams disrupted. Sleep uneasy. Moments of mental fog when your discernment was usually sharp. This is spiritual eavesdropping. Not from people alone, but from principalities, watchers beyond the flesh. Eyes from realms that do not blink. Beings that whisper into ears, hoping to turn hearts against you with half-truths and unspoken envy. You have become the center of a silent storm. A quiet conversation with loud consequences. A meeting of mouths you were not invited to. This is not just gossip. This is strategy. This is surveillance. What they are doing now isn't casual. It's calculated. And you feel it in your chest, don't you? That tug. That weight. That sacred suspicion. Your name is being used as currency in rooms that have not earned the right to hold it. They know more than they are letting on. Someone near you is withholding truth. Someone is watching your moves more closely than they admit. Someone is praying for your failure in secret. But listen to me. Your spirit picked it up first. That's why you're uncomfortable. That's why you're restless. because your divine alarm has already been triggered. Your discernment is intact, even when your emotions feel confused. This discomfort you feel is not weakness. It's not anxiety. It's divine intel. Your soul is doing reconnaissance. Heaven is alerting you not to fear, but to prepare. You not second guess what you've sensed. You are not wrong. You are not alone. You are not defenseless. You are being positioned. If this message resonates with you and you feel moved to support, consider giving a super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Your kindness helps us bring more powerful content your way. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you never miss another prophetic alert or heavenly insight. You are being spiritually equipped here. Type I receive divine insight in the comments. Blessing code 2244 is now awakening your discernment. What you're experiencing right now is not confusion. It's confirmation. What you feel stirring within you isn't weakness. It's witness. The whisper of your name in rooms you've never entered is not just a personal attack. It is spiritual warfare. And heaven is allowing it, not to destroy you but to define you. This moment has not come to steal what you carry. It has come to prove that you were carrying it all along. The secrecy surrounding you is not a mistake. It is divine surveillance. You have entered a season of testing by silence. You were never meant to be in that room. Because if you had been there, you would have changed the atmosphere. You would have disrupted the lie with your presence. And so heaven allowed you to be mentioned in absence, not as a rejection, but as a revelation. This is not punishment. It is permission from the throne room of heaven for the sifting to begin. Because the wheat must be separated from the tares. Because truth must expose shadow. Because you must now see with your spirit what your eyes have overlooked. You are not being left out. You are being lifted up. And those who whisper your name without your consent are revealing themselves, not to shame you, but to show you who they've always been. This is not new. It's just now visible. Heaven has pulled back the curtain, not to humiliate, but to illuminate. You were meant to see this, feel this, sense this, because your assignment is changing. Your access is shifting. And the ones who cannot carry your name with honor will not carry it at all. They were allowed to mention you without your presence as part of a divine code. What they think is secret is sacred surveillance. Heaven sees the unseen room. Heaven hears the words not spoken in your presence. Heaven weighs every intention, every implication, every manipulation. Your name on their lips is being recorded by the courts of the Most High. There is nothing hidden that shall not be revealed. Nothing whispered that will not be shouted from rooftops. You are chosen. That is why you are targeted. You are called. That is why you are watched. You are rising. That is why you are resisted. Do not ask, why me? Ask, what now, God? Because this is not about what they are doing. It's about what you're becoming. And this battle, though unseen by most, is very real. But so is the glory being built within you. The elevation you're walking into has to pass through the fire of misinterpretation, through the testing of being talked about, through the silence of being excluded. But it is forging you. It is forming you. It is confirming what God already knew, that you are worthy to be trusted with divine knowledge. This is warfare disguised as whisper. It is combat masked in conversations. But the most powerful warriors do not swing wildly. They wait strategically. And so must you, because your reaction is your response code. and heaven is watching. Your restraint is being recorded as wisdom. Your silence is being weighed as strength. Your calm is being counted as courage. You are being promoted by how you respond to being provoked. Type "I am still rising" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1777 is active in your atmosphere. Now hear me, beloved. The hour of movement is approaching. Within the next 72 hours, the enemy's strategy will begin to unfold, not all at once, but in whispers, glances, and gestures. There are plans being made in silence, behind screens and closed doors. The scheme is subtle. A motive is hidden. The tone may sound sweet, but beneath it lies deception. Your name has become a trigger point, a topic of concern, a spark of jealousy wrapped in feigned curiosity. They are preparing to move, not in war, but in words, not in attacks, but in actions that feel polite but carry poison. They are crafting moments that feel like invitations but are traps in disguise. Someone will reach out soon, not out of genuine connection, but to gather information. Watch for sudden friendliness. Be wary of unexpected apologies. Be alert to new offers, to random compliments, to unusual kindness. These are not accidents. These are assignments. This isn't just gossip anymore. This is positioning. What they say about you is an attempt to control how others see you, before they even meet you. What they think they know is being weaponized. Your reputation is being bartered in shadows. But listen, this is not for you to fear. This is for you to know. Because knowledge is armor, and awareness is power. You are not being warned to worry. You are being warned to wake up. And though heaven will not yet reveal the full picture, you are being given enough to posture yourself for divine protection. Do not try to explain. Do not try to fix what they never valued. Do not seek clarity from confusion. Silence is your safety. Stillness is your strategy. What is hidden will be revealed, not by your hand, but by heaven's justice. And as the hours pass, you will feel it, the spiritual pressure, the emotional weight, the energetic tension in your body. It will not be because you did something wrong, but because you're carrying something holy. You are carrying insight. You are carrying vision. You are carrying divine keys. And those keys make you a target to those locked in cycles of envy and insecurity. You are being watched not because you're weak, but because you're wise. Your power is unsettling to them. Your peace is offensive. Your presence carries weight, and it rattles cages. So prepare. Stay low. Stay listening. Speak only when heaven instructs. The mystery of this moment is not meant to be solved. It is meant to be survived. You are not supposed to have all the answers yet. You are simply supposed to obey. Type "I am ready" in the comments if you're entering spiritual alert mode. Blessing code 3003 is circling your name now. Chosen one, the next move is not external. It is internal. The next step is not reaction. It is restraint. Heaven is not calling you to rise up in defense. Heaven is commanding you to disappear in power. You must become invisible in the natural, so you can become indomitable in the spiritual. Withdraw. Observe. Be silent. Do not respond. You are not retreating. You are being repositioned under the wings of the Most High. There is a kind of protection that cannot be seen, a kind of armor that cannot be touched. This is not the hour for confrontation. This is not the time to expose what you know. This is the season of divine concealment. Heaven hides what it treasures. Heaven covers what it intends to multiply. You are being concealed, not to be forgotten, but to be fortified. Archangel Michael declares to you now, do not write it down. Do not speak it aloud. Guard every revelation that comes to you in these hours. The watchers are listening. The enemy is eavesdropping. Do not post. Do not explain. Do not justify. There is protection in stillness. There is power in silence. And when heaven fights for you, your stillness becomes a thunderous yes in the spirit. Even now, there are angels assigned to your atmosphere. They are surrounding your conversations. They are disrupting phone calls meant to trap you. They are blocking messages meant to confuse you. You are not defenseless. You are divinely shielded. But heaven's shield requires your cooperation. You must remain hidden. You must remain humble. You must remain holy. Speak these protective affirmations aloud now. I am covered. I am silent. I am hidden in the wings of the Almighty. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every tongue that rises in judgment will be condemned. I will not fear the shadows, for I walk with the light. Heaven is fighting for me while I stay still. Anchor yourself in Scripture. Psalm 91 is your fortress. Isaiah 54:17 is your foundation. Exodus 14:14 is your battle plan. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Stillness is not passivity. It is prophetic obedience. Silence is not weakness. It is spiritual warfare in disguise. Now, in the natural, here is what you must do. Cleanse your space. Anoint your doors. Light a candle and speak only what the Spirit instructs. Do not entertain unnecessary conversations. Do not engage suspicious energy. Turn off your phone if needed. Get off social media. Cut off the flow of noise so heaven can speak clearly. This isn't superstition. It's sacred strategy. And when the whispers increase, do not reply. When the pressure builds, do not retaliate. When the emotional weight feels unbearable, remember this truth. You are not alone in the silence. The same God who shut the mouths of lions is shutting the mouths of your adversaries. The same Spirit that hid Moses in a cleft is hiding you in this hour. You are not abandoned. You are not ignored. You are being protected on purpose. What comes next will be revealed to those who obey. The next layer of this divine map will only unfold for the silent and surrendered. You are not waiting in vain. You are not waiting in weakness. You are waiting because the next move must come from heaven, not from your emotions. Type I am covered in the comments if you receive this instruction. Lesson code 4747 is now sealing your borders. Now let the veil be lifted. You are not the victim in this story. You are not the one to be pitied. You are not the one they thought they buried. You are the warrior they accidentally awakened. You are the fire they tried to smother, not knowing it was heaven-breathed. You are not a target, you are a weapon. What they meant as a conversation has become your confirmation. What they thought was exclusion has triggered your elevation. The whispers about you have not weakened your foundation. They have become the drumbeat of your rise. What they planned in darkness is only highlighting the light you carry. You are rising, and your silence is louder than their slander. Your peace is more violent than their plots. Heaven is backing you not because you shouted, but because you stayed still. And now, the transformation begins. You are no longer defined by the rooms you're not invited to. You are no longer seeking entry. You are becoming the place. You are becoming the presence. You are becoming the power that they feel even when you're not there. Do not let fear disguise itself as humility. Do not let rejection disguise itself as redirection. Your elevation will offend those who wanted you beneath them. Your silence will disturb those who fed off your vulnerability. But you must rise anyway. You must walk like one who knows who they are. You must speak with authority, even if only in prayer. You must shift into the identity heaven has already spoken over you. You are chosen, anointed, equipped, and unstoppable. Say this with me now. I am not a victim. I am the vault of divine secrets. I am the silence that unsettles darkness. I am the evidence of God's hand. I am the echo of heaven's voice. I do not fear rooms I'm not in, for I have been sealed by rooms higher still. Let this be a moment of identity recalibration. You're not just surviving, you're rising. You're not just protected, you're positioned. What they whispered did not break you. They build you. Every closed door became a wall of insulation. Every betrayal became a blueprint. Every lie became a ladder. And now, you are ascending. They cannot access you now. You are too high. Your thoughts are too elevated. Your heart is too guarded. Your mission is too urgent. You've grown too large for the rooms they're in. And that's why they talk about you in your absence, because your presence demands too much truth. If this message is empowering you, consider a super thanks with a gift of $10. Your support allows us to continue creating content that protects, prepares, and propels the chosen. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next divine revelation. These moments are more than words, they are weapons. Type I am a weapon in the comments. Blessing code 8888 has been ignited in your spirit. This is not chaos. This is choreography. What feels like betrayal is actually alignment. What seems like a storm is actually a signal. Do not be deceived by the disorder of this moment, for hidden in this noise is a whisper from the throne of heaven. Promotion is at hand. The rooms that spoke your name without reverence, without reason, without righteousness, those rooms were not accidents. Those words were not wasted. They were summonses. Your name hath been passed from tongue to tongue because your time is being passed from season to season. You are entering a divine transition that cannot be explained in human terms. You are stepping into favor that requires friction to be unlocked. You are walking into destiny through the doorway of discomfort. This is the moment of divine reversal. Your name is being spoken in rooms because your next level has been activated. You are being discussed, not because of drama, but because of divine data being downloaded from heaven. What they say about you doesn't shape your future, it confirms it. The mouths that mention you are unintentionally building a stage for your unveiling. They're moving pieces without knowing they are fulfilling prophecy. Do you hear that, chosen one? You are in the process of prophetic unfolding. What was once a delay is now divine design. What was once hidden is being highlighted, not by your hand, but by heaven's orchestration. You've been wondering why the energy shifted, why the silence grew louder, why your name keeps echoing through places that once ignored you. It's because heaven made a decision, and earth is responding. You've been promoted, but the process is disguised, and only those with spiritual discernment will recognize what's truly happening. This is not punishment. This is preparation. You are not being picked apart. You're being picked up. Heaven is elevating you in the midst of misunderstanding, because the anointing you carry cannot be negotiated. Let the world whisper. Let them convene. Let them analyze and assume. Because while they debate your worth, heaven is writing your reward. While they question your character, God is releasing your crown. While they speak behind your back, angels are speaking on your behalf in places far beyond their access. This is a heavenly exchange. Your name is now written where it matters most, in the records of destiny. And this is why it's felt strange. This is why you felt heavy. Because the garments of your old self are falling off. The titles they once used don't fit anymore. You are outgrowing the versions they built of you. You are evolving beyond the memories they cling to. They remember your name, but they can't comprehend your next. Let this be your revelation. You are rising in realms they can't reach. This is no longer about clearing your name. This is about carrying your name with glory. Heaven has made its choice, and it chose you. Type I am elevated in the comments. Blessing code 9090 is releasing prophetic clarity into your atmosphere. Now it begins. Not the chaos, but the calling. Not the fear, but the fire. Not the whispers, but the word. This moment is not about what they did. It's about what you will now declare. You are being called to speak life into the void that was created by their betrayal. You are being summoned to activate what heaven has already assigned. Say it aloud, yes. Say it louder, yes. Say it without hesitation, without apology, without delay. Heaven is waiting for your yes. The angels are holding position. The scroll is ready to be unsealed. The seal will not break until your surrender is complete. This is not a performance. It is a pronouncement. Say yes to what they tried to kill. Say yes to what they tried to silence. Say yes to what they tried to confuse. It's time to align. You are not just a vessel. You are the voice of the turning tide. Your obedience in this hour is not small. It's seismic. Your silence made room for strength. But now your agreement makes way for acceleration. Begin to act like the future is here. Yearn with boldness. Fast with focus. Declare with fire. Speak your name into the spirit realm and pull it into divine order. The storm they sent was only meant to scatter. But now, the wind has become a compass. What was sent to derail you is now directing you. You are not stumbling. You are soaring. You are not second-guessing. You are seated in authority. Every misstep has become a map. Every delay has become a door. Every betrayal has become a blueprint for breakthrough. This is your moment to own your authority. Speak your name in prayer with purpose. Write it down as a covenant. Declare it into the air with boldness. I call myself forward. I'm ready. I'm aligned. I am activated. What they tried to block is now being birthed. What they tried to deny is now being downloaded. You are the receiver of divine momentum. You are the gate through which glory now flows. There is no more confusion. No more hesitation. You are not trying to be ready. You are ready. You are not waiting on permission. You are moving with prophetic precision. Heaven has already approved what man tried to deny. And now your yes will unlock the next phase. Your yes is the key. Your yes is the door. Your yes is the weapon. Speak life now. Over your home. Over your finances. Over your health. Over your dreams. Over your identity. Speak it until the old lies shatter and the new truth rises. You are not cursed, you are called. You are not forgotten, you are favored. You are not stuck, you are sent. This is not about who believed in you. It's about who assigned you. And heaven's assignment is irreversible. Your name is attached to the next move of God. Your voice is tuned to the frequency of elevation. You are the movement they didn't see coming. You are the echo of revival in a room they tried to keep quiet. Say it again. Yes. Say it again until the atmosphere shifts. Type "My destiny is unlocked" in the comments. Blessing code 3333 is now flowing through your life. You are not imagining this. You are not exaggerating. What you are sensing in your chest, in your sleep, in your atmosphere, it is real. Something is happening around you that cannot be explained by natural logic. There is a silent exchange taking place in the spirit realm, and your soul heard the summons before your ears heard this message. While others laugh, while others scroll, you stop. You pause. Because your spirit knows. This is about you. You've been waking up in the middle of the night, feeling the weight of something you can't describe, sitting in stillness without knowing why tears rise to your eyes. That isn't depression. That isn't confusion. That is your inner man responding to a spiritual transaction, a divine negotiation behind the veil. Even now, heaven is speaking your name before a council of light. Your angels are in position. Archangel Michael stands watch as the courtroom of eternity settles your name into its next dimension. There are contracts being reviewed, assignments being adjusted. There is a new chapter being authored, and you are the headline. The Spirit has been whispering, but the distractions have been many. The enemy tried to distort your reception, but you must hear this now. You are not behind. You are in the birthing room of transformation. What they took will be replaced. What they whispered will be ruined. And what was attempted against you in silence will be answered with a thunderclap of glory. You see, your ache was not wasted. The tears you cried at 2:03 a.m. and again at 4:19 a.m., they were not lost. Every sleepless night was recorded. Every sigh was echoed in heaven's chambers. You thought you were grieving alone. You thought the weight would cry you. But while you ached, heaven arranged. While you wept, heaven warred. While you pulled away, angels pulled close. And now, right now, something is being returned to you. Not just restored, but multiplied. There are mantles being transferred. There are keys being handed over. There are identities being unlocked. This silence isn't absence. It is activation. God is not quiet because He's gone. He's quiet because He's working. And when He is done, the entire atmosphere of your life will shift. But for now, you must stay hidden in the holy, protected in the process, covered by the cloud. This is why you've been restless. This is why distractions irritate you more than ever. You're in a divine transition. You're sensitive because your spirit is stretching. Your tolerance is low because your discernment is high. You are hearing whispers that others cannot catch, because you are the one being repositioned. You are the one being remantled. You are the one being reintroduced, first to yourself, then to the world. There is an exchange underway, a sacred switch. Old garments for new authority. River boy. Silence for strength. Heaven is not negotiating your future with man. Heaven is finalizing your breakthrough with the bloodline of power. You are receiving what your ancestors prayed for. What was withheld from them is being released through you. And what's most powerful, you don't even have to fight for it. Your obedience has become your currency. Your integrity has become your key. Your silence has become your signature. While others shouted their way into rooms, you wept your way into dimensions. And heaven took notice. If your soul is weeping as you read this, it is confirmation. You are not delusional. You are not too sensitive. You are spiritually awake, and heaven is moving on your behalf. Type "the exchange is mine" in the comments. Blessing code 6161 is finalizing your heavenly transaction. Now hear this declaration, and let your spirit shout before your mind tries to reason. Their plans are folding back upon them now. What was plotted in secrecy is unraveling publicly. What was whispered in darkness is being exposed in light. This is not karma. This is not coincidence. This is spiritual justice in full motion. For every time your name was used with poison, heaven is issuing a counterattack of purpose. For every time your motives were questioned, heaven is affirming your mission. For every lie spread, truth is taking root. And the roots are pushing through the surface with undeniable evidence. What they meant for harm is now becoming the very hammer God uses to build your platform. They gathered to talk. They schemed in silence. They pulled strings behind curtains. But now the curtains are catching fire. Their meetings are being dismantled. Their strategies are backfiring. Their alliances are cracking. And their tongues, those same tongues that dared to touch your name, are being silenced by divine decree. Michael himself stands over this season. He has drawn the sword of reversal, and it is sharp. It is swift. It is righteous. For the scales of justice are no longer tilted. Heaven is realigning the weight. Everything spoken in secret is being weighed. Every syllable, every intention, every manipulation. And where the balance is off, heaven is correcting. Heaven is restoring. You don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to explain a word. Just as Haman built gallows for Mordecai and fell upon them himself, so too will every trap laid for you become the very pit in which they stumble. This is not vengeance. This is divine reversal. God is not mocked. What was sown will be reaped. You may not see every detail unfold. You may never hear their confession. But you will see the fruit of heaven's intervention. Doors will open. Delays will end. Favor will find you. And they will wonder why nothing works the way it used to. Because what they did was holy. What they mishandled was chosen. And now, the holy fires of justice burn through every lie. You have cried enough. You have hidden long enough. And now, rise, not in pride but in prophetic awareness. Walk like one who knows that heaven has ruled in your favor. Speak like one whose name is honored in the courts of God. Live like one whose timeline has been accelerated by the roar of righteousness. You are being remembered, not by people but by power. You are being lifted, not by man's hands, but by divine hands. And those who spoke your name will remember it, but not for the reasons they planned. They will remember your name and not understand why they tremble. Because the oil on your life is now undeniable. The power on your voice is now uncontainable. Your vindication is not coming. It has already begun. You are walking into the verdict of divine truth. And nothing, no slander, no scheme, no silence, can reverse the reversal heaven has released. If this word resonates in your spirit, consider supporting this channel with a super chat of $5 or more. Your generosity fuels the release of more prophetic truth like this. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Make sure you subscribe. Your spirit needs this kind of clarity consistently. Type "justice is mine" in the comments. Blessing code 2525 is dismantling every lie sent against you. And now, beloved, pause. Breathe. Let your shoulders release the tension that's been carried too long. Let your spirit stand tall, not in arrogance, but in awareness. The time has come. The veil has lifted. The noise hath been silenced. The war in the shadows has ended, not with a bang, but with a whisper from heaven that your name has been cleared, your future unlocked, your elevation signed and sealed. Let this be written upon your heart. Your name is not just spoken on earth, it is recorded in heaven. Your name hath been uttered in rooms of power and prophecy. It has passed through the breath of angels. It has been inscribed into scrolls of purpose. It has echoed through unseen corridors where divine decisions are made. And at 9:59 p.m. on May 31st, your name will rise like incense before the throne. Your name will be mentioned in a room you've never entered, by people you may never meet, but heaven will be present, and heaven will answer. The whisper that tried to destroy you has become the wind beneath your wings. The silence that made you question has become the signature of your preservation. The betrayal that broke you has become the birthplace of your breakthrough. You are not stepping into favor, you are becoming it. You are not looking for acceptance, you are anointed. You are not forgotten, you are foretold. Now receive this. You are sealed. Sealed by the hand of God. Sealed by the justice of heaven. Sealed by the fire of destiny. No whisper can undo it. No delay can alter it. No darkness can deny it. Your name is safe now, in realms that cannot be corrupted. Your future is protected now, by timelines man cannot touch. You are seen. You are sent. And heaven has taken notice. Archangel Michael stands watch. The hosts of heaven are aligned. And at 9:59, when the whispers begin again, heaven will respond with fire. Fire that consumes every falsehood. Fire that purifies your path. Fire that lights the way into your next. Walk in that fire. Speak from that fire. Live with the boldness of one who knows. My name is spoken in heaven, and heaven always has the final word. Type I am sealed in the comments if you receive this final blessing. Blessing code 7777 is now resting upon you. Subscribe if you haven't already. This journey is just beginning, and you'll need every revelation that comes next. May your obedience unlock overflow, and your silence echo in the courts of eternity.